position looks like pretty much right away, and this is going to be indicative of what her rib cage position looks like. So go ahead and bring your arms down by your sides. You can kind of see already that this shoulder is kind of lifted up a little bit, this shoulder is a little bit down. You know, just kind of gross anatomy stuff. You can see that she has a hard time trying to stay into cervical extension. She wants to kind of collapse a little bit. When we look at her cervical rotation, so basically I'm going to block everything here. I've got her head in my hands, and then I'm going to rotate to the right. Got plenty of rotation there. And then when I rotate to the left, little bit blocked there. So if I have this here and relax, she can rotate to the right all day. And then when I come to the left, little bit restricted right there, right? We don't want to press obviously into anything. So we can kind of look at your cervical rotation. So she's limited to the left. Turning her head to the left is a little bit more challenging. And again, we're going to show why that is. So let's take a look at her internal rotation and external rotation of each side. This is her left shoulder. How's the left shoulder been? Tight. We're going to press down gently just to kind of make sure that the shoulder stays back, and then we're going to assess how far down she can go. Okay, so we can see that her left shoulder has good internal rotation. The external rotation, we get to about there, which is about lacking, we would say 10 to 15 degrees of external rotation. Do you agree with that? Feels a little restricted? Let's take a look at your opposite side. I'm going to do it from this side just so we can see. So we're going to go ahead and support the shoulder. Now we're going to rotate inward and right about there. So we can see that the right side is restricted. Does that make sense? Yeah. Now when we look at her external rotation, she has 180 degrees. She's good, right? So you can see that there's a compensation from left to right, right? Yeah. Now you might be saying to yourself, okay, so she's tight through her right capsule, anterior capsule. She's tight through her left posterior capsule. Not so fast, my friends. What we're going to assess now is her ability to expand through her right chest wall and her left chest wall. And I'm going to help with this. So we're going to look at her left chest wall. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take both of my hands. She's going to breathe in, and then she's just going to go ahead and breathe all the way out. And I'm going to help her left ribs come down, back, and in. Now from here, she's going to go ahead and breathe in. Good. And breathe out. Good. Now we're going to start the assessment. So breathe in. Good. And breathe out. So what I'm assessing here is how much is she having to push to get herself some air. So I'm going to give her enough resistance to really make her feel this, okay? And then go ahead and relax. So let's take a look at the other side, okay? And she's going to feel this right away. Go ahead and breathe in and breathe out. Good. Now go ahead and breathe in and out. Right? Breathe in and out. Good. And breathe in and breathe out. Did you find a difference from side to side as you did that?
Both were hard.
Both were hard.
This is pinching.
This is pinching a little bit, okay? Did you notice that you were pushing really hard to get that expanded? Whereas when I held this side down, you're like, oh, no real problem. Yeah. You could breathe into this side a lot easier than on this side. Yeah. Okay, so what we're showing here is that basically her ribs are hyperinflated on her left side, and they are in an exhaled state on her right side. So Miss Nicole wants to use these ribs to breathe out and these ribs to breathe in. How do I know that? Because during this assessment, when I restricted her from breathing into this side, the air didn't want to go into this side. She was trying hard to get it into her left side. On the vice versa, when I held this side down, she had no problem puffing that air up. Specifically, what we're looking for is apical expansion. So underneath her collarbone on her right side is where we're looking for air to expand. But also, I would love to see expansion through her rib cage as well. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So her left side, and you can notice almost palpating it, you can see that her left ribs are a little bit more prominent, especially down low, right? Again, that's these ribs being externally rotated. These are an internally rotated spot. So what we're trying to do through all the necessary exercises is do two main things. Control her thoracic diaphragm and then control her pelvic diaphragm. That's where we're going to go next, because now we're going to learn our correctives for all of these little things.